Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, High Priestess Elif, and it is nice to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're taking a look at bringing you some guidance with a decision that you are having to make currently. This is for those of you who are in the process of making a decision. You need to make a decision and you're at a crossroads. And you want to know what sort of outcomes you can expect. If you go with this option, what would the outcome be? And if you don't go with this option, or if you choose the alternative, what would the outcome be? So allow yourself to focus on the choice that you are having to make at the moment, the choice that you are leaning towards. And we're going to ask Spirit to guide us through this reading and to bring you the answers, to bring you guidance with regards to the various options that you have before you. Perhaps you can think of it as my most preferred and my alternative, or option 1 and option 2. Okay. Take a few deep breaths, settle into your intuition, ask your guides and keepers to guide you. I'm going to do 3 piles. And I'm going to draw 2 cards for each pile. For option 1, or your most preferred option. And then the alternative, or option 2. Okay. So ask your guides and keepers to guide you, to help you to know which pile to choose. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. This is for those of you who are having to make a decision at this moment and you are not able to figure out which is the best option. Right. Thank you, Spirit. The archangels in the north, south, east and west have their sacred flames burning. You've entered a sacred space. We call on the spirits of air, earth, water and fire. In this sacred space we ask for guidance. Source, our guides and keepers. For my collective. Okay, pile 1. Option 1 and option 2. The alternative. For my pile 2s, please give guidance. Option 1 and option 2, the alternative. And then for my pile 3s, the same please. Thank you, Spirit. Option 1 and then the alternative. Right. Let's begin. Right, for my pile 1s. So you have your path. You're at a crossroads. You have a choice that you are needing to make at the moment. And you have 2 options before you. Or there are 2 options that stand out to you. And you can't really tell which is the clear path. You seek clarity. So if you go with option 1, or your most preferred option, the outcome is going to be one of great emotional fulfillment. If this is relating to a person, it means that this is someone that has evolved and matured emotionally. This is someone that is emotionally courageous. It doesn't matter what this person has experienced. It doesn't matter what this person's dealt. It doesn't matter what sort of challenges, heartbreak, disappointments this person has had. They've constantly elevated and evolved to higher levels of emotional maturity. This is someone that knows who they are, knows their truth, knows what they want, and is clearly manifesting that desire. There is emotional abundance, strong will, strong character. This is not someone that is in the position to be manipulated or to be controlled. This is someone that wants to be respected, loved, and accepted for who they are. If you are considering, if this is in relation to a career or something, or not a person, but rather a situation, same thing applies. This path, trust your intuition with this. There is a reason why this is why you're leaning towards this option. For my power ones, this is going to lead towards great emotional fulfillment, emotional maturity on your behalf. That doesn't mean that the path is absent of challenge or contrast. It means that whatever this path comes with, it is going to serve you in a lot of success. It's going to serve you to mature, to come to new levels of maturity in your emotional well-being, to trusting your own guidance system, to understanding how your guidance system works. It's going to be an environment that helps you to recognize toxic habits and traits that have held you in the back in the past, and is going to definitely bring a lot of evolution and bring you closer towards that which you truly desire. Okay, power ones. Option 2. Option 2 might seem like a logical choice, but it is only one that you are leading towards from an ego perspective, from a place of wanting to be rational, wanting to be logic. It is not going to bring you, it's not going to go anywhere. It is only going to bring you the clarity that you should have gone with option 1. This is going to contribute to you coming to realize how mental turmoil and how discord between the mind, your beliefs, and your heart, your desires, how they can disrupt your life, cause you to be stagnant, cause you to feel blocked. That's what I'm getting from option 2, that you're going to end up feeling very blocked, and that you're only going to it's only going to contribute to you doubting yourself. And this option 2, if you go with option 2, it will be because you are trying to avoid making a mistake or getting hurt or being too vulnerable, or setting your hopes too high. It's like you don't want to hope too much because you don't want to be disappointed. You rather go with option 2 because then you avoid being disappointed. This comes from a place of fear. And it's never good to make a decision based on fear. It just creates more karma and brings you back round. Okay. There will be, I see mental fog, I see anxiety, I see depression, I see self-doubt, I see being despondent. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, Power One. Your guidance from Spirit is pretty clear. I hope that this helps you in your decision making. If you'd like to take a personal look into this, your own situation, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Do what is best for you, Power One. Love and light, and I will see you next time. Welcome, Pile 2s. We're taking a look at getting some guidance for you. You're at a crossroads. You have a decision that you're needing to make. You're leaning towards 2 options and you can't seem to find clarity. You're not clear and confident about which path to choose. But you need to make a decision so that you can start moving and come unstuck. You're feeling stuck and this is weighing upon you. So option 1 is your most, it's the option you're leaning towards most. And option 2 is your alternative. Okay. Let's see. If you were to go with option 1, with what you are most leaning towards, pile 2, what are the outcomes that we're looking at? The option that you are most leaning towards is going to bring so much turmoil. A lot of, if this is in relation to a person, then this is a situation in which there will be a lot of triggering of the ego, a lot of ego coming into it. I'm going to have the upper hand. I'm not going to let you have the upper hand. I want to prove to you my value because you don't appreciate me. I want to show you that you will be nothing without me. This is someone that is so much in their ego that they see every situation as a possible danger, and they see their relationships as a battlefield, as competition. This is someone that comes into the situation with you because they see that they can benefit from it. But the moment that they feel as though they might end up with a loss, you become the enemy. So this is not a healthy situation. And if this is pertaining to a situation, a job or something else, not a person, a situation, same thing. You are going to have knives in your back. This is the kind of situation in which a lot of promises are made to reel you in because they can see what you can bring to the table, but there's no loyalty here. There's no loyalty. There's only loyalty to self, to them. This is going to end up in constantly having to prove your loyalty, to prove the effort you're making, to prove the investments you're making. This is just it's an exhausting energy in which it's a constant pushing and there's no flow. And this will affect every area of your life because, and this is what so many people don't realize, if there's a situation in your life that dominates your focus and your energy because it's basically holding you hostage, your happiness depends on how well it flows, you become obsessive about fixing it. And the basis of that energy, the core energy that is present there, if it is that of ego and betrayal and distrust and lack and fear, that becomes the energy that flows into every area of your life. Because you cannot push against something. Trying to fix that means you are focusing on it. And you're trying to push against it, which gives it more power. And it becomes a part of your vibration, whether you want it to or not. So this is not looking like a good option. Option 1 for you, pile 2, is not looking like a good option. Spirit says this is going to leave you bleeding on the battlefield, which was supposed to be something else. Okay. Option 2. It seems as though there were bridges that were burnt. If it is in relation to a situation, option 2. For you, pile 2, it means that there were bridges that were burnt. That option 2 is going to help you to repair. But you've got to keep in mind that there's a reason why those bridges were burnt. And you've got to take a very introspective view of this. The reason why option 2 is here is to help you to work through where you've gotten yourself energetically. which is now bringing you to this place where you're making a choice between two things that you don't really want, but you feel you have to choose. You don't really want, but these are my only options. Now, there's a reason why you are there. You are supposed to have, do, and be anything you want, but because your beliefs have been limiting, and because of fear and self-doubt and a toxic relationship with yourself, pile 2, you find yourself in this place. The second option in that regard is best for you because it's going to help you balance karma. It's going to help you go back, take a different look, gain new perspective, and mature and evolve so that you can emerge with a greater sense of self and a deeper sense of understanding of how you find yourself where you are. However, if this is pertaining to a lover, then Spirit is saying you don't have to make a choice. In fact, remove yourself from the need to make a choice between these two options. Both of them are not good. The first one is outright going to just be a battlefield. The second one looks, there are hidden things. The second option might look as though it could be a better option, a viable option, even though it's not really what you want. It might be a viable option because on paper it looks good. Spirit is saying there are things that you don't see here that can really hurt you, that will hurt you. This is your covert narcissist. That one that will give you, promise you the world and give you the world. And then they will strip you of everything just to make sure that you understand that they are your source. So it completely strips you and helps, and you tap out of your own guidance system. You can't think for yourself, and then they give you the world again. So you think you're this princess or this prince on a pedestal, and then they break you down subtly. So Spirit is saying you're not really at a place where, if this is pertaining to two people, you're not really at a place where you should be making any decisions pertaining to anybody else. You need to go back to the drawing board, go inward, pile 2. You need to do a journey within. You need to go through a spiritual healing process. You need to go through understanding how the laws of the universe, how this works, how it is that you've come here to live a particular life, and what you've done is you've attracted all this contrast, which is actually, it's a good thing, because when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, but yet you still have the tendency to settle. I feel like you're settling with these two options. That is your advice. Do what is best for you, pile 2. If you want to contact me for a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. And if you're interested in going through a guided process, a spiritual process of healing and coaching, I will be able to assist you with that as well. Okay, do what is best for you, love and light, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile 3s. We are taking a look at a choice, a decision that you are having to make right now, and you feel stuck, you feel like you're at a crossroads, you need to make a decision so that you can have movement, and you don't know what the right decision is, but you really feel that it's weighing upon you. We're receiving guidance regarding helping you make this decision. Okay, so we're looking at, if you were to go with option 1, which is your most preferred or desired option, the one you're leaning towards most, what is the outcome that you can expect? And then option 2 is your alternative. Okay, so for my pile 3s, if you were to go with option 1, what is the outcome that you can expect? If this is pertaining to a person, this is someone that you feel is juggling a lot of things, is dealing with conflict from various areas. This is someone that feels passionate about these different areas, and you are hoping that they will manage it in a way that it doesn't become a problem for you. However, if this is related to a person, the Spirit is saying to me, be careful. what seems to be this person just, so what I see here is someone that has a whole lot of emotional connections, a lot of friends, and they all matter. And you are hoping that you will be a priority. Some of these situations are more, your person's more emotionally invested, and in some cases your person is even intimately involved with some of these people. This could be someone juggling more than one relationship. And even though you are hoping that you will be a priority, and perhaps this person has said to you that you will be a priority, this is just going to end up in conflict if you go with option 1. Your alternative option, the reason why you have not been leaning towards option 2 that much is because you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled. And it is something that is not going to work out either. You're going to have to walk away from it. And for some of you, pile 3, your option 1 and option 2 pertain to the same situation here. For some of you, it's different situations. Take it as it resonates. But this is not going to fill you emotionally. It's not going to fulfill you emotionally. So if you can see these situations for what they really are and then make a decision based on that. What Spirit is saying to me is neither of these options is really what you want, but if you don't look at it as the one decision that you have to make for the rest of your life and you just see it for what it is right now, what is it that I can, what is it and what is it that I want, and can I be okay with that and not getting everything that I want? And knowing this is not going to last, or should I just let it all go? Make your decision based on the information that has been presented to you. Either way, this is not these are not long-term options either way. You are in a position of power and authority here, though. None of these options are dangerous. It's just they are what they are. Okay, so pile 3, that is your message. That is your message. Because your second option might look good on paper, but you know you're not really feeling it. And you know intuitively it's not really what you want. So you've got to ask yourself, why then am I settling? Option 1, you are feeling it. There's passion, there's a lot of excitement. This is what you want. Minus this person being so wishy-washy and so spread all over the show and dealing with all the conflict and the drama. Remember, they're not a victim of their situation. This is who they are vibrationally. If you've got a lot of conflict and drama going on in your life, even though you look like the victim in the situation, you are a vibrational match to that. You're not. You are a partner to that. You are part of, you've created that reality in your life. So you've got to be willing to see this person for who they really are. If it is not a relationship situation and it's related to perhaps a situation, a career or something like that, option 1 does bring a lot of conflict. Option 2 might not be where you're feeling it emotionally and it won't last, but if there are certain benefits from option 2, that then if those are your only 2 options, then rather go with option 2. Because with option 2, even though it's not going to last forever and you're going to outgrow it, it's not negative. It's a stepping stone towards you understanding, well, what is it that I do want? to gain clarity about what it is that you do want in your life that's going to contribute to emotional fulfillment. It can be the contrast that helps you to get clear on that, which then helps you to attract it and manifest it. Because first we ask, and how do we ask? We ask through the contrast. You can't know what you want if you don't know, if you haven't faced what you don't want. So you know you're not feeling it fully emotionally, but then you're not fulfilled really within yourself at this moment. So obviously you're a vibrational match to that. That's what you're going to attract. You're attracting situations that are not really going to fulfill you emotionally, right? But you do need to, this is the letting in process that's coming to your life, because you know that you're not emotionally fulfilled, but you don't know what's going to fulfill you. You don't know. So now this letting in process is coming to your life, which is a vibrational match, which serves as a mirror for you to show you, oh, this is absent, that's absent. There are these 5 things that are absent in the situation that I've gotten the opportunity to take a closer look at. So those are the 5 things that I'm really, really searching for. Where is it that I'm missing those 5 things in the relationship with myself? That's where your work begins. And also, that's when your inner being is clear on, oh, that's what she actually wants. So starts to find parts, the universe starts to find parts to bring you what you actually want. And you are a step closer to letting that in. Okay. So there you have it, pile 3. This is your advice. If you're interested in getting a personal reading for me to take a closer look at your situation and give you the down low of what it is that you need to do and where it is that you need to be looking, or how you can best line up with the energies, why they are here, why is it that you find yourself where you are? Because you've created this reality, right? And then what are the best the options and the best next steps to take? Then you can contact me. My email is in the description box below. Do what is best for you guys. Love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.